welcome back. This is an episode 6 of live action. The next 2 episodes I'm gonna do it within one and roll check follow up behind at the end of the season 1. Because in this episode we getting tremendous stuff again on Zeff and Sanji, which even Mihawk, which are crazy. So let's dive in. Easy, don't drop him. Yes, Zoro is hurt badly, ladies and gents.
Can you hear me? Where's the
First aid kit, do we even have that? We should have. The wound itself, I must say, is not as serious. It's not as deep, not enough blood. It's probably because it's like live action. The wound is actually very serious.
Someone needs to go.
Why is that?
I'm really not hungry right now, Nami.
No, maybe one of the customers is a ship's doctor.
Yeah, we need a doctor. Nami's on point here.
See that, but why are you doing it in my kitchen?
I demoted you.
Patty's sleeping off a brutal
Brutal hangover. What Patty did there? Is he drunk with Usopp? We need a doctor.
But he lost, and now he's bleeding from.
You don't need Luffy to tell everything. Just need a doctor. Yes.
Friend is dying.
Well, you always told me to feed anyone who's hungry. I don't see how this is any different.
I don't see when this is any different. Nicely done. Whoa.
Bring me my kitchen knives and a bottle of this whiskey.
Are you serious? Are you Hatake? What? Just do it already. Let's go. Zeff. Really, we getting more of Zeff, and this is amazing. Okay. He brings somebody. That's good. Just don't cook here, yeah?
Is that to sterilize the wounds?
Hell no, that'd be a waste of really good liquor.
He drinking himself. What he is doing? Why are we cooking here?
Needle.
Alright. Looks like he's killed. Damn, give him more liquor. Give him more liquor.
Fish skin.
Fish skin. And why is that?
This is an old seaman's trick.
Okay.
Fish skin helps staunch the wounds.
Okay.
Heals the flesh a lot faster.
Why is this fancy bed?
His crew is still with him.
I recognize that sword.
I thought this was a conversation we might have privately.
Privately. He's speaking big on God? Are you serious?
Where's Luffy?
At the moment, I don't know.
I don't know.
I decided to let him go. Come now, Vice Admiral, I don't take orders.
They really arguing here.
Immunity.
I would still do precisely what
Yes!
No more.
That's the Mihawk what I want! That's the Mihawk what I know from the anime. Not taking
I
orders.
want. Because that boy is interesting.
Alright.
Who knows? Maybe your grandson will be the one to find the One Piece after all.
So he knew all along. Him pissed him off. And he just living just like that. Garp is messy. He's mad. Good. Love that shit. This is how Marine's supposed to get treated by the warlords.
Zoro's the strongest fighter that I know. I really gotta get the Wadaichi monkey right now.
Wadaichi monkey. That's the Luffy version of that sword. Wadaichi monkey. I love that. I think this is the point when Luffy showing off his lack of abilities to be a captain. I spoke with you guys fairly on the anime section that Luffy is lacking a lot for being a captain. He's lacking to make some decisions, not all. Sometimes he make a good call, as you know, otherwise he will be demoted very quickly. Still, he cannot handle everything as it should. And he is growing. I do believe it will take for anime side like 200-300 more episodes to slightly grow that do not harm everything around. In here, we just starting. And this is clearly show that Luffy have hell no idea what is he talking about.
So yeah, we should just let him rest.
Being a captain is...
Yeah, even Sanji noticed that.
Zeff once told me that making decisions is what separates a captain from the rest of his crew.
Zeff was a pirate?
Yeah. Captain of the Dream.
Looks like Luffy, again, swiping away from the main source of the conversation into some discovery of Zeff. Luffy's not learning.
How you two meet? Were you on his crew or something?
Not exactly.
So we're getting Sanji and Zeff past.
It's not a real place, kid. Your blue doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
They're missing those eyebrows really on Sanji's, above Sanji's eye. But they say make Zeff properly good. I don't know what is gonna be his past though. Veluta, oh. Yeah, he's looking good. Why they cannot make Sanji and Mihawk looks as good?
Needs oregano.
Oregano.
Nice try there, eggplant.
Eggplant.
Now, do you wanna-
Alright. Yeah, it's like tsunami is here. Maybe Whitebird collide somewhere nearby. If you know what I mean. Storm happened. So this is the moment when Zeff lost his entire crew. And yet he remained calm. I wonder if this is actually a Grand Line or East Blue here. Definitely ain't Campbell. It's not even an island, isn't it? It's just rock. No food on it. And you can't even do fishing because it's so high you can tell. There's supposed to be some rocks underneath and just lay there because on top you will be exposed for too much sun, right? Better to find a shadow and that rock will be best. Even though you will be slightly wet. Yeah, just somewhere there. Okay, the water makes you cold though. It's tough call. Day 2. Still, Zeff is quite capable to correct all of that food, you know. Maybe he could go one more time and grab even more food if possible. Oh, he even got the water. Nice, that's extra survivability, isn't it? And when the rain gonna pour, he will fill it up. You know, this scene feels so much fake to me. Why are you hiding from the rain? Drink the rain as much as possible. Don't waste water. Ah, shit! Let's go! Don't know how many days that was, but within that fog, I'm not sure I even spot you, mate. Because of the rain, people will not be on board outside. They will not hear properly as well because of the rain. Yeah, day 30. That was an opportunity. Food getting rotten. Day 50. Wow. They're pushing it to extreme. The hunger. Yeah, and the burning sun. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Too much in the sun. Sun is good, don't make me wrong, but too much sun is also bad. Day 70, yeah. Enough! I'm saying enough. The hunger causes madness. Madness causes movement. Movement causes more hunger. And the circle of death is continuing. Yeah. You still have so much energy. No, you can't eat this. How much kid can understand, isn't it? Even though he understands now, the suffering of 70 days without food is overwhelming. Yeah.
You ate your own leg?
Yep. In anime, actually, they changed this because they thought it's too cruel. And they shown that he lost his leg in an accident. Him losing his leg is basically end of him, literally. That's why he become a restaurant, you know, cook. That's all what he can do. His all strength, his key thing, legs, no more.
Saying is, we were out there for
85
days.
bloody days, a lot.
He could have let me die on that rock. Instead, he acted like a captain.
Yeah, he's trying to teach him some manners, but he is in denial.
In a certain country in the northern seas, there was an explorer named
Mont Blanc Noland, yes, the goat!
Nolan was sentenced to death, but he continued to lie to his king.
That's not lie! Don't know how much we're gonna get that Noland in the future. Or maybe this is as much as what we can get in the live action. It's episode 6 and it's still East Blue, so yeah, Luffy is really dumb, but we know that.
When in charge, you have to make the tough decisions.
Why does everybody keep saying
Because you are not a good captain so far. Wonder if he ever be.
I'd do anything to save him. Except stand in the way of his dream.
Not everyone gets to follow their dream.
Yeah, Nami is so realistic here, isn't it? We need to keep that in our head that she came back. She didn't let them be alone. In anime, she wasn't there at all.
I'm sorry about all this.
And sorry for what? I do not actually like this moment when Garp revealing that he was in the wrong. No, I don't like it. Garp is not such a character.
Right. Maybe I've been going about this the wrong way all along.
Well, One Piece live action going their own path now. What's that? Shark means what? Fishman, but why here? Very I didn't like that animation at all.
Who's hungry?
The animation of fishmen or their expression, how they expose fishmen, don't like it.
No one leaves except you.
Okay, that's Zeff. Zeff is coming. Interaction between Zeff and Arlong. That's unusual, isn't it? Same as Zeff. I own this place. Own the East Blue.
No one owns the sea. Not even a fish man.
Well, that's about to change. Once you give me what I want.
The tension between those two.
Straw Hat goes by the name of Luffy.
He ignored Zeff.
Belongs to me.
Straw hat, you say? No. That's not familiar.
Tough call for Zeff here. I don't like that shirt actually on the top, but not fitting him at all. Not fitting for any pirate.
Luffy! The Arlong pirates are at Baratier. We have to leave now.
What? Why? Why should we leave?
Because they're looking for you.
Me?
Interesting wording from Nami. We need to leave now. That means she wants to escape with them. She's included. Speaking like a straw hat. Fishman will tear this place apart.
Where are you going?
I'm not running. We're going to protect this place.
This isn't your fight. Why would you do that?
He's still a whore boy though.
Their captain, Arlong, has the highest bounty in all of the East Blue. You do not want to mess with him.
It sounds like he messed with us first.
Luffy, please.
You're not gonna persuade Luffy. Another wrong decision maybe, or maybe not.
If those fishermen guys want to fight, we're gonna give them one.
Interesting. They gonna fight. I don't like those fishmen.
What's the matter?
Nothing against your kind.
That's a shame. Because I have everything against yours. You see, most fishermen will be happy to sit at the same table as a human.
But you dare stoop so low.
Men are superior to humans in every single way. Stronger, faster, hungrier.
Alright, Luffy is here. Looks like the Arlong hatred is unwavering.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I hear you're looking for me.
You know, I was expecting someone bigger.
So was I.
Arlong saw. Even the Marines flee before my flag.
Not
No ringing the bell, that typical Luffy. We gonna have a
Old friend,
fight,
let me
yeah?
check you now.
Hey, a straw hat! Did you miss me?
Burpee?
Burpee.
What are you doing here?
I've got eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh no.
Wait, no, not back in the bag. It's so dark. Sandy!
Buggy is great.
Along with half of whatever you plunder as tribute.
I don't bow down to any man
I'm no man.
or fish.
Or fish.
Fight me for it.
Then let the fighting begin.
Who's that? Zeff interfering. What? No fighting in the restaurant? Whoa! I was expecting more from Zeff. Yes, Sanji, get kicked their butt. Yes, yes, yes! Really great fight. However, something is missing. The strength of the characters here are so even more even than I anticipated. But this is live action. Arlong is way too strong though. Okay, trying to resist, yeah?
Not bad for a human.
Arlong showing off here. I kind of like Arlong, how he, you know, this whole situation is so cool actually. I never expect Barati becoming so relevant in the East Blue for those kind of fights. And Arlong, Luffy, Zeff, Sanji, everything. I love it. Yeah!
Told you in the bar I didn't have any friends, but the truth is I couldn't let myself have them.
Who are you talking to?
Because I always end up hurting the people closest to me.
Wow. Such a revelation to Zoro. I wonder if he's actually listening. She got really attached to them. In the anime, it wasn't shown that much. Yes! He's feeling finally. He was playing cocky before. Come on, what is this? Okay, he's standing up and flying away. Be careful, Luffy, there's water everywhere now. I love the song. Yeah. Ooh. Luffy, you ain't that weak. Somebody who stood up against Garp being pummeled by somebody like Arlong. No way. Nice. Okay. All right. Water, yeah, decreasing his energy. Yeah, I was actually, you know, when Arlong fights, naturally he's using his jar because he have very oversized jar which he likes to bite because nose and teeth are his dominant part of his body which he's abusing and using in fights. Here it was just the first time when he wants to bite somebody. So Nami wanted to run away with a straw hat, all of the crew from Arlong, leaving everything behind, don't care, not her business. Now she is interfering, she wants to save Luffy? Completely opposite scenario.
Have the map. I got it for you just like I said I would.
Never on your crew. I only joined up with you so I could steal the map. Let's go.
Not until I finish my meal.
Why waste your time killing the devil?
But how is she gonna depart? Because the fishmen came here on through the ocean, right? Such an act. Yeah. With the sea is better because he always can get rescued. Alright, there he is. The only one who actually can rescue him at this point in time.
Where's Nami?
She's gone.
I wonder how.
No more soft targets.
So he's saying he's gonna pursue him even harder. I wonder how he's want to achieve that. Cleaning, yeah? Danger is over.
A full house tomorrow, 2 dinner seatings, plus brunch.
Enough. I don't want to hear this.
I'm just helping you clean up.
Yeah, but no one asked you to, did they? So get out of my restaurant now.
I've already told you I'm not going to be a waiter.
Wow. Another argue. Because he lost his wooden leg, he wants to, you know, release the anger?
I did not save your life so you could waste it abroad.
Alright, no, he's saying calmly.
Just leave.
Why the hell not?
Because you couldn't run this place without me.
Oh, please, little eggplant. Your cooking is for shit.
Yeah, well, at least I don't drown everything in a red.
Alright, this is really good argue.
If it means that much to you, go for
Yeah.
it. One thing to have a dream, it's another to go after it.
Yeah, he actually give all of his dream into him and now he's wasting the time. However, if he's not too young for that yet.
Well, Chorboy offered me a spot on his crew. Maybe I take him up on that offer.
You want my permission? You
Oh, alright, just like that. Fine, just like that. Holy shit. I love that. Garp is such a good character right now. No, Garp, Zeff, I'm talking about. Reflection upon Zoro?
Now I lost Nami.
Yeah. So what you gonna do next? I think if he will lose Zoro, that will be pretty over, isn't it? He will have a pretty tough time to recollect his, and Garp will simply capture him. Maybe become a Marine, who knows?
I need you, Zoro. I need you.
Need help.
Wake up.
You gonna keep talking or let me get some sleep?
Yes! He's getting up. I mean, that was obvious. So he was kind of listening.
You didn't do anything wrong. You acted like a captain. I, Roronoa Zoro, vow to stand by your side.
Another, oh yeah? Another promise. Until we find One Piece. What are they trying?
You're my captain, Luffy. And I'm your first mate.
Go it!
I told him, I said, you better not mess with the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Sampo! Oh, I love this character. He is so weird.
We're going after Nami.
Okay? Alright. How you gonna find her?
You think we brought too much?
Ain't never too much in this ship. Ain't never too much on that ship. Don't forget about sake, beer.
Cook.
Yes, we do.
Welcome aboard, Sanji. Yes, looks like the whole argue with Zeff works out best for Luffy. This one it is kind of different way how he joined. Actually, I love that because now it's gonna be even bloody crazy. Literally, before I love the interaction between Zoro and Nami, you know, the arguing who is smarter, and then Luffy kicks in. So it's Usopp doing all the comedy. Now we're getting Sanji, we're getting even more stuff when we get Nami back, and I hope we will, because the crew interactions are the hottest peaks, are the hottest takes in this show. Let's continue. Let's go! Why are we bringing waiter? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love that. It's even crazy now. Okay, Zeff. Any last words for Sanji? He's joining. Oh, Patty wakes up from hangover though.
Hey, Sanji! You keep your feet dry.
You know, all these years, living under your shitty roof, cooking at your shitty restaurant.
Okay? He's gonna get emotional now?
I owe you my life.
Yes!
Thank you for putting up with my shit all these years, old man.
Yeah, the tears.
I'll never forget you, Zeff.
You never will. Do we have any direction? I love the music.
So we're going after Nami, but how are we gonna find her?
Good question.
Yeah, we don't
Because I have no idea.
I know someone who does.
Alright? But how we gonna get that someone? Who is that? Oh, he's already on the ship? No way. Buggy's back! Boofy! Boopy! Hello, boys! Where is his other part of body now? It's still in that circus? Possibly. That's it! That is all what episode 6 could deliver. Still, I'm having extra stuff for you. I'm having a roll check, but then I need to quickly summarize the stuff which is happening. I love Zeff and Sanji here. This is why I'm gonna make another 2 episodes, 7 and 8 all together. Because the previous episode I did Sanji and Zeff breakdown cast in the roll check, and then this show, this episode delivered crazy insanity, so I'm gonna redo all of them in a roll check because I just have to. It is like simple linear graph, ladies and gents. The more people in the crew, the higher intensity, the better comedy, the better stuff to watch, and I love that we're getting Sanji on the board. We're losing Nami. Hopefully we will get her back, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Already we see that Zoro pointed why we're bringing wait, character. I love that so much. Arlong Zeff interaction, crazy, ladies, just crazy. I didn't expect Zeff to pull up so high against Arlong, yet he does, even though he was disposed quite quickly, which I found it weird because I'm expecting Zeff to be stronger even after losing his leg. This episode was so great. We're having 2 more, which is gonna be outstanding. I'm gonna put everything together next episode. Holy shit, I'm waiting for the season 2 because it's gonna be amazing, ladies and gents. Roll check! So, the roll check, we're starting roll check. We're gonna have 4 characters as always. Exception is probably previous episode, but we're having 3 characters recovery because, yeah, either Zeff and Sanji and Mihawk shown so much in this episode. It was so great that will be harming for them if I will not redo their roll check. It is bad, but it has to be done, which is why I decided the last two episodes gonna be all together, and then roll check I'm gonna follow it afterwards because I don't want to fuck it up again, because redoing the same characters is kind of pointless. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have Zeff as the first one. The second option will be the Arlong because he's shown a little bit. Yes, I know he will have more stuff in the next 2 videos, but I think it shows enough of him to justify him. If not, I can still redo it. If I will probably avoid it, but also there will be 2 episodes, so it's possibly to have many more characters. And then we're gonna go with Sanji recovery, because again, the speak about the dreams with Luffy, maybe it wasn't super great, but with his speech with Zeff, how Zeff is kicking him out, amazing. Yes, and then he joins the crew, loads of stuff. Sanji is gonna be redone, and then Mihawk, because they show up at front of Garp, sitting on his chair, pissing him off to the fullest. I love that. Let's start. Starting from energy match, which basically means how much they are compared into their anime adaptation in the anime character. So how well they behave, they play the role. Let's find out. So Zeff is first in the line, and yeah, he is very tough guy. He is very bold. He's not afraid of anybody. In anime, don't creak means nothing to him. Okay, he recognized him. Yet he was the one who introduced to us in anime the Mihawk itself. He wasn't afraid to speak about the Mihawk. Still in this live action, nobody's afraid of Mihawk. So Zeff energy in live action is, I would say, exactly the same. How Zeff stood up against Arlong is exactly how Zeff stood up to others in anime. The stubbornness, the way how he likes to kick out Sanji from the ship to fulfill his dream. He passed on his dream into Sanji, is shown beautifully. Everything is exactly top notch like in anime. Very brilliant adaptation, nothing to complain there. The only thing which still is missing is him being more violent, him attacking Luffy, punishing him, and also when he was complaining to Sanji, also likes to hit him. So even there was a moment that hit him with his arm, because always he was kicking. It was like big moment, like Zeff hit it with his arm. That was a moment in the party, really, I think, kind of important, maybe for character development. However, it wasn't missing in here, so I'm gonna give him 9, solid 9. The 10 will be if he will be also violent, but he wasn't. 9. Arlong energy match, he is cocky. His main feat is his hatred towards human, that he is above humans in any possible way. He is also very strong. He is also very proud of his nose and jar his teeth. Yes, he is very proud of being a fishman overall. However, he values also some other, even if it's human abilities, like Nami's abilities, why Nami joined the crew of Arlong. Don't want to spoil much about it, but he values her abilities, which is why he allowed her to be in his technically crew. But what he was doing, he is just using her. So yeah, that's Arlong thing. So he came into Bharati, he was cocky, he owned this place. He also taking significant, measure in case of money. He always wants tributes, which is well shown that he wants half of the money they collected throughout their journey from Luffy. So yeah, that's also a very good, very fitting moment for Arlong. Arlong, compared to anime, top notch. I have to give him 9.5. It's still missing to the top characters like Tena, but 9.5 clearly. Sanji again, we're having the same small issue like in a previous episode, which is him not being as wild, not being as freakish. He is well-mannered and he's not getting too much out of his line. He is very proud, but when he meeting a woman, his proud going down. And it's not really showing here. He's still trying to play big on girls. He wants to get them. He wants to get every single pretty girl, period. Yes, however, he's still keeping his pride on, which is a problem. In case of him joining Luffy, there was another small problem I'm seeing here, because normally Sanji at that point was extremely stubborn. He was doing whatever it takes, even if it cost his life, to stay along Zeff and repay for what he did in the past, for feeding him, that his life is owned by Zeff. Even Zeff doesn't like it and he wants him to go on the sea. That was a very big problem for Sanji to join any other pirates, and that's why he was always staying at the Baratie. So in this scenario, this live action looks like one conversation, maybe to solve the problem. Normally in anime he needs to witness Zoro's dedication, he needs to witness Luffy's dedications, and then Zeff talking big about them, how how they dream of develops, how they approach stuff, because he was kind of, slow learner at that point, because it's his stubbornness refuses anything else. And this stubbornness is not really shown here, which is a minus. Which is why I'm gonna give him less than Zeff. I'm gonna give him 8.2. Mihawk is great. Mihawk is the king here, and when he go to the Garp was first time on the series out of his mood. Okay, I'm not talking about Garp, but I doesn't really like Garp regretting stuff with Luffy, what he joined the piracy, blah blah blah, that he didn't teach him well or something like that. No, I completely don't buy in it, but we're talking about Mihawk and how Mihawk says that he's not taking orders. It's completely different, because in the previous episode I could assume, and I even assumed, that he took the order, but he's not. He let him be. He knows stuff. He's knowledgeable. The only problem is, the perception of Mihawk. Even, Kobe should shit himself when he see Mihawk, but no. Same at Baratie. People should shit themselves. Where's Mihawk's eyes? The fear, when he was inflicting fear by just staring at people. And I will give him exactly like that, because the one thing is actually a bummer, so I'm gonna give him 9. So that's it. Energy match is done right there, and yeah, we're having on the spot, we have Arlong, brilliantly done character, then we're having Zeff and Mihawk with 9 pointers, and then Sanji the lowest, still all of them above 8, great characters. So the next one is line delivery. Line delivery is basically the script, what they're getting, how they are doing their best line scripts, and basically best moments, how they approach it. It's not... Stay there. It's not in relation to anime. This is completely out of the anime. It's only related to One Piece live action, how they perform the best moments. In Zeff, we have 2 best moments, obviously kicking out Sanji out of the Baratie, persuading him, and then saying his farewell to Sanji when the tears should come to the action. And I would like to have more still about that, only because in anime, okay, I'm still comparing, but I just want to say one thing. Zeff has to do much more to kick Sanji out, and Sanji being so soft makes things weaker on the Zeff side, because he doesn't need to show much, just proper argue, and that's it. He's losing his wooden leg. Okay, that helped actually as well. And then he's saying farewell. He didn't cry though. It wasn't that emotional as I would like. I'm gonna give him 8. It was good, but not great. No, I'm gonna give him 7.5 because, you know, I felt something best moments he could do more than that. And that wasn't about animation this time at all. Now we're getting Arlong. So when he entered the Baratie, the animations, I really want to say that. I'm gonna say it sucked when they came out from the water. They could do it better, but he didn't. So yeah, that's the one. So that's a one big major fail. How he showed the hatred was pretty well done. Top notch, yes. And the fight with Luffy, how he approached Nami, well done. I'm actually pretty happy with Arlong here. And I'm gonna give him much more than Zeff because the only thing is that the animation lacking. Damn, I'm gonna give him 9. Wow. Arlong. Next is Sanji, his best moment. So again, his best moment is revealing to Luffy his dream, is getting persuaded from Zeff and leaving the Baratie, joining the crew. Also the best moment you could say when he sees Nami for the first time. So many, and Sanji have so many great moments and I loved almost every single one of them. Okay, the departure is not as emotional. He could act more. He took it as a man, and I do believe it's supposed to be kind of different. I love the energy when he was kicking out the chair, getting out. I was really pure energy, pure anger. I love that. So I don't want to give him low. Definitely he's performed better than Zeff in my opinion, because simply he had much more best moments and he performed very nice in the other ones. Yeah, he's still lower than Arlong though, and Arlong got 9, so I'm gonna give him 8.3. And Mihawk, his best moment, of course, his best moment is when he was fighting Zoro. I would say his best moment was also pissing off Garp. I love that. Because in a fight, he has to do the bare minimum to beat Zoro, and Zoro has to do the maximum to make it even, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, Mihawk performed he didn't have to do much, he just need to be there. The only thing is, you know, the fear, the inflicting fear, and it's also affecting his best moment, because his best moment was supposed to be also the appearance at Baratie, like everybody are bloody shocked. And it wasn't nothing like that, he was casually like sneaking in. This one I didn't like it, and you know, for best moments it's gonna be a major thing. So I'm still gonna chip off some of his points. He's still, in my opinion, believe better than Sanji, way lower than Arlong. So slightly above Sanji. If Sanji have 8.3, I'm gonna give Mihawk 8.4. Yeah, so as we see, the best is Arlong again. Previously was Arlong as well. Arlong is very well done so far. And then we're getting obviously Mihawk, even though he was having some kind of issues, he was great there. He was great when he pissed off Garp. I love that. It was only the fear included, so it's chipping off the point. And yeah, that's about it. And we're getting Sanji and Zeff performing here the lowest. Now let's talk about movements. So how they move, act, fight, basically their body language. So Zeff, how we gonna deal with Zeff here? It's also how they appearance. This is also very important, body language and appearance. And yeah, Zeff is perfectly done. Zeff is made perfectly. I have nothing, no minuses, build up perfectly. You know, for example, compared to, for example, Sanji to missing his curled eyebrow, he doesn't have any missteps at all. In case of his move, I'm loving it. Again, the body language as well. The fighting, again, fighting is missing by law, so I'm gonna give him 8.9. Arlong, I hate all the fishman appearance. It looks like all of them so far. I saw only 4 of them because I'm accepting the receptionist who was booking tables is also a fishman, and that fishman I actually likes the most out of all 4 which I've seen so far. So yeah, that one is actually much better, but we're talking about Arlong here. So yes, Arlong appearance, I don't like it. He's supposed to be proud of his nose. He's supposed to have a big jar to bite stuff. He doesn't do it, sadly. And yeah, in case of how he's moving, alright, that's fine. The animation when he came out of water lacked and sucked as well. Also, in his fighting style, he's supposed to bite stuff, and he does not bite stuff. He wants to using biting as a finisher, and yet he doesn't bite it at all. Okay, it's hard with the appearance what he have, but hey, I'm not the one who make that appearance. So actually, Arlong here is gonna lose by a lot. He's gonna lose 1 point for not biting stuff. He's gonna take another point for the appearance. That's already 2. The nose and the looking like a wax, which is supposed to be the hardest thing in his body. Also lucky because it's looking very, very weak. That's 3 points out already. And except of that, I'm not seeing many more. Okay, the animation half point as well has to be taken, so 3.5. So it's gonna be 6.5 for Arlong. This was really bad in case of Arlong, and yet all of them, it's not really his fault. And the thing is, you know, with Arlong, you know, people feared Arlong like hell, but nobody noticed Mihawk. And you know, who's higher in the rank, Mihawk or Arlong? Which character is supposed to be feared the most? Come on, obviously Mihawk. Sanji, again, animations when he was entering the kicks is not as great. However, he did the fight with the Kurobi, one of the Arlong officer, was top notch actually. So there is mixed feelings here. So I'm not taking the whole point, definitely not. For the fighting, it's very good actually. I like it. He's supposed to, maybe the few things that he's supposed to be standing on his arms, I know it's gonna be super hard for him, and then he delivers the kick. Body language, alright, it's perfect, but he's perfect when he needs to be perfect, but when he needs to be wacky and weird, he is not there. Again, there's a full points taken there, because next to the women, he's supposed to act completely different, unfortunately. And the rest is pretty fine. Okay, he is half point also for being soft, in case to persuading, because, you know, because this is also comparing to anime, so in anime, he was hard shell, he was to crack, so half point. So I'm taking 0.2 for the first one, which I talked, 1 point for the second one, and for the third one I spoke of, it's gonna take half point, so 1.7 less. It's gonna be 8.3. Mihawk appearance, perfect. There's nothing to say. His sword is also perfect. And his fighting style, the minimum the better. Maybe with Krieg a little bit too much, but with Krieg he was slicing ship, which is a benefit, so it's perfect. What else we supposed to add? Actually, Mihawk is the only thing that inflicting fear, so the body movements that he's supposed to show off like a king, and then people are supposed to be afraid. He's supposed to, you know, make fun of others. So I'm taking half points there, 9.5. So in case of the movements, we get him Mihawk, behind him is Zeff, Sanji, and poor Arlong is the lowest. And the last which we're gonna talk about is actually the emotions, how I like the character overall. So Zeff studying to Arlong gives me a lot of stuff. Zeff persuading Sanji as it is, okay, it was kind of decent. I think overall he did a very good job. He entertained us. I think without Zeff that would be less impactful. The backstory was done like in anime. I was expecting no less, and he delivered. So yeah, solid 8. Arlong, actually, you know, I hate his appearance and animations are poor. I'm really worried about the next 2 episodes in case of fighting, for example, with them. I hope they're gonna do a good job with that. His hatred, it was phenomenal, actually, when he was inflicting fear. That's how supposed to do the Mihawk, which I really love that. How he was expressing the playing cool with Luffy, also love that. I think he delivered much more than Zeff. I'm gonna give him 8.7. Sanji cooks. Sanji literally cooks. Despite his minor things, I still love that character. I'm loving him joining the crew. It's gonna be amazing there. It's perfect 10. I'm just gonna give him a 10. And Mihawk, aside that inflicting fear, everything was phenomenal and the larger sky at highest possible. And I'm not gonna repeat myself again, 9. So overall, in my emotions, what they give it to me, obviously Sanji was giving me the most, and I'm expecting more and more and more from Sanji. Mihawk was the second because he is the greatest swordsman and we know about it. Then we got the Arlong. Arlong, actually, even though he gives me some kind of miss, it was still very well done. And Zeff, rock solid. So let's check the overalls, because even I am curious now. So overall, surprisingly, Mihawk is on top. Then we have in Sanji, but only slightly lower, because Mihawk has 9 and overall 9, and Sanji have 8.7 overall. And then we're getting Arlong and Zeff actually on equal 8.4. Very, very well done. So let's check now how they look at front of all other characters. Justified. And there we are, we having all of the characters there. We starting with the lowest 5. It's still remaining the same, but the 5 are not actually a terrible characters, it's just the average, because they're above 5. So yeah, so it's gonna have Kobe, gonna have Garp from the lowest, then we're gonna have Kaya, Shanks, and Captain Morgan. All of them were having so much, screwed by the script, either script or not enough screen time maybe. So those characters performed, or they simply completely off, like Kobe and Garp, then in anime completely, like new characters, period. But aside of, and they still did a great job, don't make me wrong, and aside of them, they having like a major gap, where all of the characters basically making this series great, which is from the bottom, we having Usopp, which is already 7.9.8. It means great, it means I loved every single bit. Small minus. Then we're getting Alvida, surprisingly. She didn't get much screen time, and yet she is there. Then we're getting Helmeppo. I love that character when he started off. Later on, he is not having much to show, but again, when he is there, he bloody delivers. Then we're getting Young Zoro. Nothing wrong with that at all, and being a kid, give him an extra boost. So yeah, very well done. Then we get him Buggy, the genius jester. I'm still surprised he is quite low. How much have Buggy? At 8.1, and yet it is so, because Kuina is a great character. It probably because she have slightly easier script to make, because she died, and Zoro, the young Zoro, has to, develop some kind of extra emotions into that, which is why Kuina is higher, because Zoro has a tougher line. Still did brilliantly, as we see. Then we having Kuro, who did rock solid job, nothing to complain, but not too much to be excessed. It's just rock solid, not making any mistakes, just just missing the vibe. If he will give me the energy, he will be outstanding, but he didn't. Then Arlong give me energy. Actually, I was so hyped when he's appeared, and I was, my body was shivering, I was getting goosebumps, everything. The lack for Arlong is actually fight and mainly appearance. Oh, amazing, looking so bad. If he will look proper fishman, yeah, that would be an amazing character. Then we getting Zeff, again like Kuro, rock solid character, and he gives me some vibes as well, because he's connected strongly to Sanji. It makes things cool. Which is next is Sanji. Looks like it is a small gap as well, actually, between Zeff and Sanji. And actually 0.3 here, it's not that big of a deal. However, it is when those the other characters don't having that kind of feat to be that much better. So better now, we're having literally top 5, and it's clearly shown in this diagram. Yeah, we're having Sanji, we're having Nami, we're having Mihawk, which is the greatest swordsman ever seen, and Roronoa, Zoro, and Luffy. So literally Mihawk just joined the crew, isn't it? Luffy have 9.5. I wonder if he gonna get perfect 10 anywhere. We'll see. I'm not so sure, but 9.5 for Luffy. But Luffy had so much opportunities that he has to deliver, isn't it? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because I'm forgetting to ask you that.